7 minutes away from 7 on a Wednesday morning. New Zealand has one of the lowest organ donation rates in the developed world. Globally, we are ranked 19th for the number of living donors, 38th for deceased donors. Public submissions closed today on a new bill looking to increase those rates. But does it go far enough? New Zealand Initiative Head of Research, Eric Crampton, joins me now. Eric, thanks for joining us. So submissions closed today on the live organ donors bill. The issue here, many people have thought, has been the compensation for live donors has been putting people off. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. It puts donors off of donating, and it also puts those in end-stage renal failure off from asking friends and family from being potential donors. They're scared about the burden that they're going to be imposing. The bill, by improving compensation for live donors, takes away both of those barriers.
Now, at the unfair end of this, people would say, oh, so people will be buying organs now. But that's not the case, is it? It is literally just compensating people for their downtime.
Well, so not even doing that. The bill as it stands is only paying people based on 80% of their lost earnings. We think that they can go a little bit better than that to compensate up to 100%. I'm not sure that it's fair to ask people giving that kind of gift to be out of pocket for having done so, and at the same time saving the Ministry of Health a substantial amount of money. Well,
and also saving lives, because we know that New Zealanders are dying on waiting lists for organs.
Yep. Many are. Lots of people on the wait list, lots on dialysis, and everyone that comes off of dialysis with a transplant saves the Ministry of Health about $125,000.
So this actually is, it's not a cost, this is an investment. I was going to end by saying, do we know this is going to work? But actually, Israel have done exactly this, and it has worked, hasn't it?
Yeah, Israel has a nice bundle in place where they provide very generous compensation for donors, along with a guarantee that if the live donor ever winds up needing a transplant in future, they'll have a slight priority over others who are on the waiting list. So that's another part. That's part of our submission. We suggested that we look at the Israeli system there for live donors. It might also alleviate some of the concerns that donors would have in that, well, what happens to me if my remaining kidney fails? Well, you'd be at the front of the queue if you need another one. You've already shortened the queue by one place by being a donor. We put you back into that place afterwards.
Now, that's part of your submission. What are the chances that will get through?
Well, it'll depend whether the clerk of the committee views that as being a substantial change to the bill or not. It might be ruled too far at variance with the first reading version of the bill. If so, then we might need another bill to come in to bring that in.
It seems fair, though. It seems perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck today. Submissions closed today on the live organ donors bill. That is Eric Crampton, Head of Research at the New Zealand Initiative. And to be honest with you, I don't know, where do you stand on this, Hillary? It seems to me...
Pro.
It's tricky, though, isn't it? If you say to someone, well, you know, these two people both need an organ donation. This person has donated an organ, so they're at the front of the queue. That does seem to be a fairness thing to me.
But if you're taking these other things into account as well, hopefully the queue should be shorter anyway.
Hopefully it will be much shorter, you're absolutely right. And as we were saying, in Israel, that is exactly what's happened. It's doubled live donors in Israel.